This is Providence Television International, the game changer. Stand by for the next program.
You're welcome to FRSC Half Hour. My name is Ugbebo Ikekwa, and with me in the studio this morning is Chief Route Commander Nosa Osaige. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
We'll be discussing driving under critical conditions, and he has quite a lot of insight to throw into this topic. I'll start first of all by asking, what are critical conditions?
Critical conditions are those conditions that we encounter while driving that is adverse. It is different from normal conditions, a situation where driver need to apply a lot of input to determine his or her safety. These conditions are adverse conditions that are due to weather, harmattan, fog, and rain. These conditions most time endanger road users if they don't apply the needed safety procedure.
Okay, and some of these conditions, could you highlight some of these conditions? Driving at night, would this be one of the conditions?
Yes, among the conditions are driving at night, driving during rainfall, driving in a foggy weather, driving during harmattan period, driving in a dusty road, and driving in a challenged road environment.
Okay, and we'll see. Okay, let us concentrate a little bit on driving at night. I know that the FRSA has been doing quite a lot in the course of sensitizing people, dissuading people about driving at night. But at the end, you still see people embarking on night journeys. So what has the FRSA been able to do as regards its enlightenment to this effect?
FRSA has done much to discourage people from driving at night because we know that the safety of every road user is limited at night. There are so many challenges at night. In a night driving, you require the visibility of that is, you require to be seen and to see. Your eyes is the only thing that determine your safety. That is how far you can see is where your safety ends at night. All compared to the daylight where you can see virtually everywhere. And if you do a speed that is high at night, it is very easy for you to crash. So driving at night is highly discouraged by road safety, but most people still embark on it. But however, there are various dangers associated with driving at night, and it is more critical when it is during rainfall.
Okay, we'll see. Because I remember some time ago when I talked to the road safety officials, they were talking about headlamps and all that being in check. Is it the duty of the FRSC to check for headlamps and all that? Because I don't know, would this all be in conflict with what the VIO office, the vehicle inspection officers are supposed to do?
Not at all. The vehicle inspection officer has a duty of making sure the vehicle is roadworthy and certified. And for a vehicle to be roadworthy, every parameter of the vehicle is required to be at a safe standard. The headlamp is also inclusive. For road safety, during our enforcement, we make sure that your headlamps are working, because peradventure you may embark on evening or night journey. While we are not there, your safety can be guaranteed.
Okay. As regards driving at night, is it actually an offense when it comes to road safety tenets?
It's not an offense, but your safety is very limited. Because if you're involved in a crash, road safety will not be there to rescue you. Even the passerby, even the villagers, they'll be at sleep. It will require the grace of God for anybody involved in a crash that is not too serious, for people to come in there and help you and take you to the hospital at midnight, say 2, 3 at night. So, but if it's during the day, a passerby can just stop over and alert road safety or call for help. So then a situation that is not much critical can be salvaged. But if it is midnight, nobody will come to your aid.
And so, coming under that tenet, let us also look at, because we're talking about nights now, but I've also noticed something. This issue about speed limits. I think it is part of the slogan of the road safety that speed kills, and this issue of speed limits. Yes, I don't know about on the highways. I know they are there, but in town, how come we don't find any of them in town?
And the absence of speed limit in most area in the town is due to the activities of scavengers. But mostly, if you look at the recommendation for road safety, the highway code has it that for a built-up environment, speed limit is between 30 kilometer to 50 kilometer. But normally, the drivers is expected to use common sense speed limit, because there are environments that you could even drop your speed as low as 20 because of the environment. School environment, hospital, church, mosque, such environment, you don't need to be told to drop your speed.
Okay, well, on that note, let us veer off a little more, because we just talked about the speed limiting, the enforcement. Because if one doesn't actually see these signs, and then how is it enforced?
For the metropolitan, that is metropolis enforcement, we don't dwell much on speed limit, because the speed limit within the town is reasonably not as dangerous as the speed limit on the express. For a vehicle traveling at 50 kilometers per hour, if it gets involved in a crash, the situation will not be as critical as a vehicle that is traveling at 100 kilometers. But we have device we use in measuring speed limit.
Okay.
And we have a speed limit device, and we have radar gun, which we use to determine if the speed limit a driver is doing is above recommended speed limit. Okay. And you know that for Nigerian roads, for vehicles, that is for cars, you are expected not to go above 100 kilometers per hour in an express. Within the town, if the environment is paved for 50 kilometers per hour and you are 40, you are safe.
Okay.
But we do our enforcement considering the speed limit adopted for that environment. So within the town, speed limit enforcement is not as critical compared to expressways.
All right, let us talk about town enlightenment. It was in the. It's actually trending now that the road safety has actually adopted, the road safety command has actually adopted a new means of reaching out to people as regards enlightenment, and that has to do with town hall meetings and all that. Can you confirm this?
Yes, we are taking steps ahead to do our reach out to the general public. We've been using the motor park rally for our people, but you discover that there are persons that you will not ever meet in the motor park. Apart from the drivers, we also talk to passengers in motor park. So in town hall meetings and conferences, you meet different type of person, class of persons in the society. They will drive home our safety message.
Okay. As regards this, let us veer a little. Enlightenment. Road signs. We've talked about road signs. How do you bring in this issue about road signs? What have you done as regards enlightenment? Because we're talking about driving under critical conditions, and I believe road signs should actually come in.
Yes. Road signs are road furnitures that are placed on the road to enable road users know and understand the road environment. But most cases, our road signs don't last. If a new road is constructed and road signs are placed on strategic location, within 1 month or two, these road signs will disappear due to the activities of vandals, of scavengers. Now, before now, the road construction company, they use cast road signs, particularly for kilometer information. But there are road signs that you don't have to use that. We have informative signs, we have regulatory signs, and we have other signs that is solely upon a steel that you can place those such road signs. And it's a very difficult situation because you cannot you cannot put security to guide a road sign. You must keep them for everybody to use. And even bridges, pavement and side protector for bridges are being vandalized, let alone the road signs that they can engage in cutting within an hour is off. That is why you don't see most road signs. Not that they are not there, but most of the road signs that have been removed, the core is encouraging state government and the FEMA to reintroduce such a road sign so that road users can know the information on the road and drive safely.
All right. Based on still this issue as regards road signs, enlightenment, you see there are sometimes on the road you have these are broken lines, white lines, and sometimes you have these straight lines.
Yes.
Majority of the drivers do not know. Is the FRSC doing anything to enlighten the public on this?
Yes, we do a lot on that. That's why we go for advocacy visits to churches, to motor park, and even our patrolmen during patrol operation. They do PE. And if you want to, you can't stop any road safety official and say, please, I'm confused about these lines. The broken one, what it will quickly give you the lecture there and there without you asking any further questions.
On enlightenment, you just talked about visits to churches and mosques.
Yes.
I attend the church. I've never seen a road safety official there.
Yes, the churches like in those states here are large. And we schedule our persons to various churches. Most time, if you have the redeem, we can be there, maybe in Ibuahi. But you that will be in Kenwa Road may not know that we have visited.
Okay.
And so we do it as scheduled. It may reach you the turn of your own church. You may invite us and we'll just jump the schedule and come to you.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Oh, seriously? So if we want to have something like an awareness campaign now, we can invite you to our studio to do a kind of campaign. Is that?
Definitely, that's our duty. We'll be there.
Okay, this is Ember months. That is just before we round up. We've gotten straight into the Ember months now. There's a whole lot of sensitization going on, and I know that yes, the FRA has said that there's this something you're supposed to flag off as regards enlightenment. Yes. for the drivers. Have you done that now?
No, we've not done that, but soon that will be done. We call it Ember Month flag off.
Okay.
And these are the period where we give full mass sensitization and enlightenment to drivers on the need to be road safety conscious while we drive into the main Ember season, particularly the Utah season where where road users are in a hurry, where the traffic are high.
Okay, well, I know that you definitely have a parting shot for our viewers out there.
My parting shot for the viewer is, most time we do travel at night. And when you see somebody deep light for you, it does not mean that you should take that critical decision you want to take. Dimming of light suggests that I am here. But when the light is steady and it not dim it, meaning that action you want to take, please, I can't guarantee your safety. Because most times you get to a junction and you see somebody dim light and the other one dim light, and two of them will still come and have a head-on collision at the junction. Invariably, I want us to know that dimming of your light is as good as horn. But it does not mean that you should allow your safety to depend on the hands of the other person. But if you see anybody that open the full light on you, meaning that don't try that thing you want to do. Peradventure you are on a highway and you want to do an overtaking, and the vehicle on the other side open the light without dropping it. It means that don't try that. I can't guarantee your safety.
All right. Well, such safety tips would always come up on the FRSC have. Commander Nusa Osagie, once again, thanks for coming to the studio. We'll be having you from time to time. Route Commander Pat Omoche, as usual, has always been behind the scenes. Kudos. She extends her greetings. On this note, I want to say, hope you've learned quite a lot today. FRSC Half continues same time next week. Do keep a date. Thanks for watching.